Welcome to Pin the Baller. Here in this channel we discuss in-depth analytics, legacy debates, team building, and technical discussion in both football and basketball. If you could add one player from any team in NBA history to your team, who would you choose? Most people would say Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or Shaquille O'Neal. Those choices are fantastic, but those players need an entire team to build around them for them to shine. Today we're looking at something different, the most scalable NBA player in NBA history. Today's topic is the most scalable player in NBA history. What is a scalable player, you might ask? A scalable player is someone whose skill set seamlessly fits alongside other stars and within different team systems without requiring offense to revolve around them. Let's say LeBron James is your starting player. You will want a specific teammate to be built around him. For example, we can see that LeBron works really well with a spot-up shooter or a shot creator at point guard. At shooting guard, we see that 3 and D wings are the best for him, and Bron usually plays as the 3 for the team. We usually see the team will choose a stretch 4 for LeBron. Center position will be filled with either rim protector or a lob threat. Roster is built completely for LeBron because he is a primary ball handler and offensive engine. Let's compare that to a highly scalable player, for example Stephen Curry. Compare that to Stephen Curry. He doesn't need to hold the ball at all times to be effective. His shooting and constant movement create spaces for his teammates, so he fits with almost any lineup or star player. That's what you call scalability. It's not about being the better player, but it's your ability to seamlessly fit into any system. Because of that, we will exclude most heliocentric type of player in this list. So this list will not include Luka Doncic, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James, and Shaq, of course. So for us to find the most scalable NBA player ever, we're going to break it down into offense and defense. On offense, I will include on ball, off ball, spacing and gravity, usage rate. And on defense, I will include rim protection, perimeter defense, and switch ability. I think most of us can agree that these 3 will be on their mind when we talk about scalable. The first one will be Stephen Curry, the second one is Larry Bird, and the third one is Kevin Garnett. We can start with Curry. He is one of the greatest offensive machines in the game. On offense, he checks almost every boxes. His on ball is great. He is one of the best, if not the best shot creator out there. Playmaking wise, he is also one of the greatest there is. He can initiate the entire offense on his own. His ability to run an entire offense around him is insane. With his ability, most of his teammates will look way better than they should. Do I still need to explain about his off-ball gravity? I think you guys know that his gravity is insane. He is the greatest there is. His gravity will give lots of his teammates free or wide open shot. So off-ball wise, he is the greatest out there. But we need to know that with all that great stuff, his usage rate is quite high, especially as he gets older, as he is the anchor of Golden State Warrior offense. So on offense, his rating will be A+ on ball, A+ on off ball, also A+ on spacing and gravity, but A- on usage rate. Overall, his offensive impact will be A+. Now we're gonna talk about his defense. Now this is probably his weak point. As a guard, it's general to know that his rim protection is gonna be weak, but he is an average perimeter defender at his prime. Another weakness is his ability to switch into different players, especially bigs and wings. So overall, this is going to lower his rating quite a bit. So for defense, his rating will be D on rim protection, B on perimeter defense, and C- on switch ability. Overall, his defensive impact is C. So for his rating on offense and defense will be summarized here. Now let's move on to our second candidate, Larry Legend. Let's start with his offense. His ability to create shot and play make is undoubtedly insane. He can run an entire offense by himself. His vision is one of the best, especially for his position. He is also one of the best, if not the best off-ball player when needed. For his time, he provides the spacing and the gravity that every team needed. As the main guy of the team, he is one of the best players ever. He also doesn't need the ball that much when he played. This shows how elite he is on and off the ball. So for offense, his rating will be A+ on ball, B+ off ball, B plus spacing and gravity, A plus usage rate. Overall, his impact will be A. On defense, he is one of the best defender as well. His ability to protect the rim is quite underrated, as people only remember him as an offensive player. He might not be a monster like Hakim or Ben Wallace, but he can absolutely protect the rim with his IQ and ability to read the game. On the perimeter, he is also a good defender as he can anticipate attack with his positioning, but despite all of that, his lateral quickness will surely be his weakest point as a defender. That is why his ability to switch is quite shaky. Yeah, he can guard both big and guard, but for faster player like Westbrook or John Wall, it will be a nightmare for him. So for defense, his rating will be B- on rim protection, B on perimeter defense, B- on switch ability. Overall, his defensive impact will be B-. So I'm going to show you guys his overall impact. Our last player will be the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett. As an offensive player, he is incredible. He can do a bit of everything. He can create shots for both himself and teammate, but not on Curry or Bird level. He is also one of the greatest off-ball big men. His gravity might be underrated. Some people may overrate his ability to create space, but if you're talking about bigs, he is of course one of the best. In Timberwolves, despite carrying the entire offense, Garnett rarely stole the position and could contribute without needing lots and lots of isolation possession. But we all know, KG really needed a good playmaker for him to flourish. So on offense, his rating will be B+ on ball, A off ball, B spacing and gravity, A+ usage rate. Overall, his impact will be A-. Now let's talk about his defense. He is one of the best rim protector in his prime. His ability to defend power forward, center and even wing is insane. On the rim, his ability helps him a lot in rim protection. His perimeter defense is almost as good as his brain defense as well. His agility and recovery speed help him a lot in this aspect. He is basically a 7-foot wall in perimeter defense. He can basically guard 1 through 5 without much of a problem. His frame, agility, defensive IQ is through the roof. Without a doubt, I do believe he can defend modern pick and roll, which is insane for a player drafted in the 90s. So for defense, his rating will be A on rim protection, A- on perimeter defense, and A+ on switch ability. Overall, his defensive impact will be A. So this is the recap of Kevin Garnett ratings. So this is all the score that we've accumulated so far. For Curry, it's A+ on offense and C on defense. Bird, it's A on offense and B on defense. For KG, it's A- on offense and A on defense. From this, we can see that if you value amazing offense and okay with sacrificing defense, Curry might be your choice. If you value great offense but still want average defender, Bird is your choice. But if you value elite on both offense and defense, Garnett will be your choice. So let me know, who are you choosing? Tell me whether do you agree or disagree.